Heath Ledger was sacrificed on the exact same date as Bérenger Saunière died. Bérenger Saunière had the massive heart attack on the 17th of January and died on the 22nd of January, 1917. The exact same date of Heath Ledger's death. There are so many connections, and the one common denominator through it all is the merovingian bloodline, from which the Antichrist will come. Bérenger Saunière found ancient documents relating to a great historical secret in Le Château. These theories allege that through his possession of these documents, Bérenger Saunière was somehow able to obtain much more wealth than would be expected of a parish priest. The documents were allegedly discovered in a hollow Visigothic pillar, according to the book Le Trésor Maudit by Gérard Decide. Spaceman, AM 640, Toronto Radio. Making connections with Heath Ledger and Bérenger Saunière of Lorraine, Le Château, in France. Following Saunière's death in 1917, a mystique developed about the priest's source of wealth. There was a theory that he was paid vast sums of money by the Roman Catholic Church to buy his silence. Why? Well, on a secret that would have seriously undermined the Church's power. The most extraordinary claim being that he had discovered the grave in which Jesus Christ had been buried, implying that Christ had not ascended to heaven, but in fact left Jerusalem and settled in Château Rennes. Space, back with more in a moment on AM 640, Toronto Radio, with Heath Ledger, the Merovingians, Bérenger Saunière, and more.
The opinions expressed on this show do not necessarily reflect those of AM 640. You're listening to A View from Space with the Spaceman, exercising the rights to free speech while he still can, on AM 640.
I'm the guy that calls Space. It's AM 640, Toronto Radio. Just pointing out the very first incredible connection between Bérenger Saunière of Château Rennes and Heath Andrew Ledger, the man who plays the Joker in the Batman The Dark Knight movie just released this weekend. January 22nd, they both share as their date of death. 1917 for Bérenger Saunière, the Jesuit priest, and January 22nd, 2008 for Heath Andrew Ledger, the actor. As I said, many incredible myths, tall stories have been told about Bérenger Saunière and written about. He was, of course, the focus of Holy Blood, Holy Grail, and the Da Vinci Code, the book and the movie. You see, it seems, and now repeated if you haven't quite got it, Bérenger Saunière found, he claims, ancient documents relating to the great historical secret that Jesus Christ escaped the cross, settled in a little town in France, married Mary Magdalene, had children, which are the Merovingian bloodline descendants. After Saunière's death in 1917, people wondered where he got all the money from. He was a very truly rich man. And the theory was that the Roman Catholic Church was buying his silence on a secret that would have seriously undermined the Church's power. You make of it what you will. Then there's this. Heath Ledger starred in the film Casanova, a goddess worship film, if ever there was one. In it he is portrayed yet again as the hanging man. But it is he who stars alongside. That really got my brain active. I really started to think. Have you ever heard of the actor Oliver Platt? Platt starred alongside Ledger in that movie Casanova. Oliver Platt is royalty. I believe this to be true, and is related to the other great human sacrifice of our time, Diana, Princess Diana, the Princess of Wales. Actor Oliver Platt is a second cousin once removed, as he is a great-great-grandchild of Francis Work. Since Diana Spencer was the great-granddaughter of the third Baron Fermoy, and Oliver Platt was his great-great-grandson, this makes him a second cousin, once removed, of Princess Diana, Princess of Wales. By extension, he is the third cousin of Prince William Windsor, the future king. Okay, you say, so what? He's related to Di, but wait, there's more, much more. You see, not only is he related to Di, but he was also born on a rather significant date. Oliver Platt was born on the 12th of January, 1960. How is this significant? Diana Spencer was the third child to the couple, her four siblings being the Lady Sarah Spencer, born the 19th of March, 55, the Lady Jane Spencer, born February 11th, 57, and the Honorable John Spencer, born and died January 12th, 1960, same day. Born and died January 12th, 1960. John Spencer, a brother of Princess Diana. And of course there was Charles Spencer, born May 20th, 1964. So John Spencer, Di's brother, was born and allegedly died on the same day that Oliver Platt was born. You know, with all I have seen and all of the celebrities I've checked into their past on, checking their lineage, I find this tiny little fact to be the most inconceivable of coincidences. I think it's a lie. I think Oliver Platt is John Spencer. And if I'm right, that would mean that Heath Ledger was deliberately and purposefully put alongside him. It turns out, too, that Oliver Platt is also a distant cousin of that well-known filmmaker, and quite often the subject of conversation on A View from Space on AM 640 Toronto Radio, Orson Welles. Yes, that Martian faker, that man of mystery, Orson Welles. So, if Oliver Platt is actually a Spencer and Princess Di's brother, who is Heath Ledger, I think that it's highly probable that Heath is actually the son of Laurence Olivier in the original Heathcliff of Wuthering Heights. Laurence Olivier was the first one to play Heathcliff in Wuthering Heights.